Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, welcome to Beauty and the Bullies. So today is an updated foundation routine, and specifically what I'm going to be focusing on is this Nars Klein collaboration. It's called the One Shocking Moment Cheek Palette. Super gorgeous. I use this now for my face makeup every single day. I don't use hardly any other blushes, definitely don't use any other bronzers. It's just really beautiful. So first I'm going to show you the application for my new foundation routine and all the new items and things that I have in it. And then at the end I'm going to come back and talk about this palette with you a little bit more in depth. Okay, so some things that I have, some things that I'll use in this tutorial I did use in the past. Other things are brand new and have replaced other things or been added in, vice versa. So first thing that I did is I put on a glycerin based lotion that was really thick because my face is freaking out and really dry right now. I sprayed Fix Plus on underneath that, and then I primed the area where I have the biggest pores here and here with this Smashbox Photo Finish pore filling primer. So did all of that already. My camera was filming and then I hit a button and everything disappeared and it didn't save. So anyway, next I'm using my MAC Face and Body in N1, which is the lightest shade before white. I'm just really pale right now, so I'm just gonna apply this in dots all over the face first and build up the coverage that way. Applying that in short downward strokes all over the face. If you have prominent peach fuzz or anything, that motion is going to be incredibly important for you to maintain, because any upward strokes is going to get it in any of your peach fuzz and make it really noticeable. Also, if you have dry skin like I do, it can lift up dead flaky skin, which can be a problem for you as well. So short downward strokes, always the way to go. Make sure you drag some down your neck. I love the coverage of this foundation. I like that it still looks like my skin. I'm not like, I always say like cake face like jokingly because I wear a ton of makeup, but I don't like it to look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. So that's one major reason that I love this foundation. It's completely buildable and it's just really nice. I've yet to find anything else like it. So for concealing, I'm going to be using the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. It says it's full coverage, creaseless, and waterproof, which so far I can attest to all three of those things. I don't have a problem with this creasing on me at all. It comes in a little tube like this. And it's like hard to get out product because this is so thick, but like that much is going to be good for my whole under eye area. Like, it's wonderful. I'm going to apply that just mostly where it's the darkest. And I'm going to spot conceal down here and on the sides of my nose. Then I'm going to be using this Real Techniques pointed foundation brush to blend that out. Again, patting motions and short strokes in whatever direction you want to move the product. Particularly with concealer, it's best to just press it into the skin because you don't want it to move so much that it's no longer in the area that you were trying to cover, if that makes sense. I love this concealer. It's super easy to blend out. You get so much use out of like a tiny bit of product. and it blends out into my foundation really nicely. Swipe too much away there. If you want a heavier coverage in a certain area like this pimple that I'm covering, I like to use my finger because then I can concentrate the color and keep it there without getting it everywhere else. Next, I'm going to start doing more cream contouring again because I like that it looks more natural. That's what I like on my skin because, again, with dry skin, I talk about my skin all the freaking time. It can look really cakey really fast if you have like layers and layers of powder. So I'm going to be using the NYX HD Concealer wand. This is in the color CW7. And I'm just going to do this under my cheekbones right here. Just a little bit of product. Nothing too crazy. I'm not pulling it super far in or anything. Sides of your nose. Pull the tip just shy of the actual tip of my nose. And put a little divot there. Just under the lip. Right on the corners of my jawline. I'm going to take a damp Beauty Blender shaped sponge and blend that up. Just patting and pouncing, if you will. I didn't do my temples because I want this to be subtle, so I'm traveling that product up my temples instead of applying it there. I have all the creams down. I'm going to set the face with this Tarte Smooth Operator. This is an Amazonian clay finishing powder, so it's just like a translucent setting powder. This is the only powder that I have so far that has not made my face cake up or stuck to my dry patches. It's very soft and soapy. It does have flashback, I believe, but not if you apply a thin enough amount of product. And since I barely use any, I'm going to use this for my entire face. And I start with this Morphe fan brush. This is a deluxe fan brush. Under my eyes first with the most product. And just kind of feather the rest of it across the face. I don't like it to soak up oil or anything, it's just to set my makeup. Now from here, if it did cause my makeup to settle into any of my lines, like you can see right here and here on my smile lines, I'm just going to take this damp sponge and pick up a little bit of that product. And that will make it look a lot less cakey. Next is the exciting part, or the part that I'm excited to show you. This is the Nars Stephen Klein collab. It's called One Shocking Moment, and it is a cheek palette. It comes with the Laguna bronzer, which is their most popular bronzer, a contour and a highlight shade, and 4 blushes. The blushes are a little light, but I still really like them. Great little palette. I love this, and I've been using it every single day. I got it for Christmas. Thanks, Nanny. Anyway, but I'm going to be setting my highlight and my under eye areas with this Real Techniques contour brush. Just a good round little shape to like get up in there. I'm gonna push this into the concealer, so just in case the translucent powder didn't set it enough, this can help set it for me. Also gonna run it down the bridge of my nose, my chin, in the center of my forehead, just very lightly. For the contour, I'm using my Morphe G30, using the contour shade from this palette. Again, I don't want my contour to be super heavy, so I'm just going to lightly, very lightly brush this on. All of this stuff is super pigmented, and I'm not used to working with super pigmented cheek products, so it's been a bit of a journey, friends. I definitely do more drugstore on my face routine, so that was something for me to get used to. Without picking up any more product, I'm going to run this down the sides of my nose. Whew, those contours are a little strong. And I'm going to use the remainder of the product on my jawline. This is the Laguna bronzer. I'm using a Morphe angled cheek brush. And I'm just going to blend the contour into the rest of the face. Warm everything up with this bronzer. And just in case that's a little strong, I'm going to take this Real Techniques buffing brush and I'm going to buff some of this away, just so that it's not too draggy. I'm also going to be using a combination of these two blushes. This is Robotic and Blasphemy. I really like Robotic, kind of at the top of my cheekbones, more where my highlight is going to sit. Lastly, for the face, I'm going to be using this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in Opal. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it a lot. So I'm going to be applying that with a small fan brush. This is a Smashbox fan brush. I can never say that. And I don't want a ton, but I do like to glow. So I'm going to go right here, the top of the cheekbones, and kind of up into the brow area to pull it together. Also going to do the tip of my nose with that, just feathering it on, doing my Cupid's bow. In my chin. That's my updated face routine. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. I'm filming 2 videos for this one makeup look. So that was my face routine. If you guys want to know how to get the makeup look that's in, or the eye look that's in the last part of this video, feel free to click the link probably below. I don't know which one's gonna go up first. This one will probably go up first. Whatever, I'm rambling. Bye. Okay, guys, so now I'm back full face. You know, I just like transform in 0.2 seconds. It's great. It's the easiest thing in the world. So anyway, this palette is absolutely gorgeous. First, let's just talk about the packaging because it is stunning. It's so pretty. It's got this little plastic overlay. It's in a couple of layers. There's the picture and then the screen print is up a little higher. The box itself feels like either metal or really heavy plastic. I think it's metal. I don't know for sure. Anyway, inside it's got a really fantastic size mirror. Inception. It's got a really fantastic size mirror. It's got my grubby fingerprints all over it. But all in all, super beautiful palette. It has every color blush that I use. I don't particularly use like super bright red corally blushes like that, but I love oranges for whenever I already have like a pretty dramatic eye. I love soft pinks. Absolutely love soft pinks. I would say that this palette is definitely geared more towards light to medium skin. I don't know that these blushes would all show up on darker skin tones. The light ones definitely would, but I don't know that they would be very pretty. But I also have prepped my arm real quick for some swatchy poos so you guys can see everything. First thing that I'll swatch is the contour and highlight shades. Well, the highlight shade is like the color of my skin underneath my arm. So, alright, so there's that. And Paloma is the name of that duo, I believe. Yep, Paloma, which means pigeon in Spanish. You know, good stuff. So that's the highlight shade that you can't see because I'm super pale underneath my arms. That's contour shade. It's a really nice, like, cool tone brown, so it's not like so cool that it looks gray, but it's dark enough so that it looks more like a natural shadow and not just like a bunch of bronzer. Next thing I'm going to swatch is the bronzer. This is the Laguna bronzer. This is Nars' most popular bronzer. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, but very subtle. And it's that longer swatch right in the middle there. Very, very pretty. I like it a lot. Then I'm just gonna swatch all of the blushes across. These blushes are so pigmented, I'm like still not used to it. So I keep using way too much product. And those are the 4 blushes swatched. Robotic. I don't know what they're called, huh? Okay, Robotic, Blasphemy, Luster, and Dolce Vita. Luster, since it has so much shimmer in it, is definitely more buttery than the other 3. They are super, super pretty. These 2 are matte. This one is mostly matte with some chunky sparkles, and this one is shimmer. So I love, love, love this face palette. I use it every day now. I've wanted it for a long time, and I held out and I waited till Christmas, and I was so glad that they still had them. Yeah, super excited about this. I definitely recommend it. I'm going to be trying more high-end products. I will be sure to let you know if I think it's actually worth the money or if there are any dupes that I think that you could use. Honestly, my e.l.f. like light quad blush palette is a really good dupe for these blushes. Obviously the quality is nowhere near, so you have to use a lot more product whenever you apply it, but as far as color selection goes, it's bomb. It's really nice to have all 4 different tone blushes that you might ever use. You may never use it at all, I don't know, but that would be my suggestion for you. I've yet to try the e.l.f. Contour and highlighting palettes, but you can just buy like NYX contouring singles if you really wanted to, and those are $6. So that's what I was using prior, and yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about this palette. So, like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, let me know in the comments section what you thought and what you'd like to see next on my channel. What else? I think that's all. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!